Mimako about Adkwart Studios. TFM Radio Ghana and the US baby abetienka. Onyame onsha so nyamre tie na hwe Adkwart Studio. Wana onyamre hwe Adkwart Studio wadanse se nyame ehira won. Na wana wodo Ghana nso edi ahosepepa na ehwe Adkwart Studio. Frisia wo hwa na onyamre etie ye ne a obeti nyankopon asem. Ghana sem na yeka ye pegya Ghana si ho se wona wodo man na ohwe o man dachi ye mfe bi nka ho ene enyi bi mfrim ye kan se de tie pepepe ene de ye dan ye ho akọ Burkina Faso abrantia ye frɛ no IBRAHIM Traoré de oye wo Burkina Faso no enwanwa yi na yemusi ehun se IBRAHIM ya oye niema sei no edi adwen na aba ne tirimu edi opepa na aba ne tirimu se ohwe abibifo a na abrofuna dwen ye won se on betimi afayensa ha o se de Africa nyane se Africa sorry ama niema esisa anope wote se Mali wo mo kafiri won so Burkina Faso so wo mo ko wanim na wode yenkotie ne nsemu a ane akukoduru a owo yenkotie
going to fight, that is certain. We may suffer, but we need a bit of patience, that's all. Because the situation has significantly deteriorated so much over several years. We must go with great force so that it cannot come back later. When we resolve it, it's once and for all, permanently. We are gathering everything necessary and essential needed to open the different and various routes that connect the states of the AES. And they are fighting to prevent these routes from opening. Because AES is a nightmare for them, it must not happen. We must not integrate in any way at all. However, we will ultimately defeat them in the end. In any case...
Yeah, osi... Dear Drono, aye, okun... Osi onimse nye bete sa... Demo wase Burkina Faso... Ebo omode... Osi... Meye osra niyo... Na mnye politician... Osem na okane emu odupa... Meye osra ni... Na ekasi obi osra ni dia... Na hwenwa enye simpomia nsastrafo ni bio osi ni se on ekusa wonachi na onimye se ne nkrofo bi atwa ne ho ahia omomo asumdwe nanso eni se omo bambuo na oka we no na obeka se agrobi na odi onim se oba so no we ka ho a omo ayeku ahodom ensia anso ebie ni hono a omo ye successful ede na ya na wabi before ya dwen mu se so obi ya de pa na awose yi ni free ho ena omo nim ye se ye disika e kire bibini a na oni conscience biem na nintibua awu na hunim ayira nanso de ekoso Burkina Faso de awose esai Africa ni bia na abrantie we menka se o Burkina o bompaya ma no ati ye na omoboshi se eniema koyie wo hodo a ebesai o my Ghana na ya nada bia meka se nyame wo mra ode ne eye na ade Sisi se wohwe West Africa niema ekoso West Africa nti mpanimfo a moye abofo no mumunhuni mpanimfo a moye abofo no monte akwa we say ya na meyere free country wo man sika nyina no na ya kire wo a wo say ye mompaye ma hwa na mompaye ma na modi sika no eswa maba wanum ni ade no wan fere obi so medibi ya chewo kwhye ede modi a wo say the whole Africa should pray for you ade na ya na motiri mu odin chese enka osise sika ni nyina akra na ode ye dwapade bi ewo Africa hwe na wi ho sem se omo diskan kogu abrochira fingerprint na yeye wo mo the next king bi eni owu a asa enti abibifo sika ewo abrochire a obi antimi trace no nyasem kitwa o ya no abusa se adwengo na na egu omo adwen mu ana adwengo ana nipa mepa de gu omutirim ana omutimi ye abrosa yankohwe o kan sem we sie no de na ansan yawo de nka ekoso Burkina Faso.
A recent high-stakes operation, Burkina Faso's defense and security forces uncovered and thwarted a destabilization plot valued at an astonishing 5 billion CFA francs. The scheme, designed to create chaos and undermine the government, involved paying soldiers an enormous sum in exchange for actions aimed at destabilizing the country. However, loyal troops strategically played along with the conspirators' plan, gathering evidence and waiting for the opportune moment to apprehend him. Yesterday, security forces finally cornered the suspect, catching him with suitcases packed with banknotes. This episode resembles a scene from a suspenseful thriller, but in reality, speaks volumes about the persistent threats that President Ibrahim Traore faces in his mission to restore stability to Burkina Faso. The attempted bribe is far from the first destabilization effort directed at Ibrahim Traore's administration. Since coming to power, Traore has been the target of numerous coups and conspiracies, orchestrated by those with dark motives to disrupt the nation's progress. These plots aim to create instability, as certain elements within and outside Burkina Faso view Traore's reforms as a direct threat to their interests. The scale of these plots, and the high-profile attempt thwarted yesterday, reveal the determination of Traore's enemies and the lengths to which they are willing to go to eliminate him. From large-scale bribery to assassination attempts, Ibrahim Traore has narrowly evaded repeated assaults on his life, thanks in large part to loyalists within the defense and security forces who have remained steadfast in their commitment to his vision. This latest incident is a striking example of how nefarious forces attempt to influence soldiers with promises of massive financial rewards. In this case, the plotters' plan was to mobilize soldiers against Ibrahim Traore in exchange for billions of CFA francs, a staggering amount that underscores the seriousness of the destabilization efforts. Fortunately, the soldiers, acting on orders from higher command, accepted the deal only as part of a well-coordinated trap. Their loyalty to Ibrahim Traore and Burkina Faso's future was never in question. When the time came, the suspect was apprehended, exposing the depth of the conspiracy. This arrest, along with the seizure of the funds, would allow the government to trace the money's origins and unmask those behind the plot to overthrow Traore's administration. President Ibrahim Traore has been unyielding in his commitment to safeguard Burkina Faso against such subversive forces. Since taking office, he has implemented sweeping reforms aimed at strengthening the nation's security and restoring order in regions previously afflicted by insurgency. Yet his assertive approach has made him a target of frequent coup attempts. Numerous factions, both domestic and foreign, have viewed Traore's leadership as a threat to the old order and are increasingly desperate to halt his progress by any means necessary. These factions use financial incentives to recruit allies in their bid to depose Ibrahim Traore, further highlighting the scale of resistance he faces. The intercepted plot also highlights a crucial aspect of Traore's strategy: building a robust and loyal defense force that prioritizes the nation's welfare above all else. Ibrahim Traore understands the critical role of his soldiers in defending against not only external enemies, but also internal threats from those who would exploit instability for their own gain. This incident reaffirms his belief in a defense and security force that cannot be swayed by money, a force that will stand firm with him as he leads Burkina Faso through this turbulent period. Although yesterday's operation was successful, Traore and his team remain vigilant, recognizing that the forces against them will not easily relent. Ibrahim Traore knows that each victory against these subversive elements strengthens his resolve and bolsters the public's confidence in his leadership. For the people of Burkina Faso, Ibrahim Traore has become a symbol of resilience and hope, a leader undeterred by the repeated coup attempts that threaten his life and his mission. His administration is a powerful reminder that Burkina Faso is committed to justice and stability, and that no amount of bribery or conspiracy can undermine the collective will of the nation under his leadership. Add your voice to the total liberation of Africa by leaving a comment.
Yede yamiase de wotie ye ene ne awu ni nyina ni tietia ni se enkrofo bi ena won abopo se hwesika pudua ewo bag ni mo no omo de be asojafo a omo be Ibrahim Traore na womo ase womo adwen na yayi na firi ho ena na mibusa se adan die na ha abibifo obi born ho modern say obi born ho modern say na yachi won na yachi usa no a yesi o ye suspect nti omo nya nipa ne mienu nti omo betrezi akoba bi aska ni free na baby e free ne de omo susu se efiri baby sankrofo we nye enkrofo a omo ayo madwin se ombeja bibifo ena bibifo no aye wo mu no ye ni anso eduru baby a ni ada ye ho atamfo na se wo ofri Burkina na ye ma osika se adepai abrantie ye bomodia na fakoma sojafo a omo ben no na ye nchi no na mwasa ayede biem endidesi ya oman no ne mafufuro epie mu no mompe da be na Africa ya ni betie da be pa na yadwen we emu bebie da be na Africa begina se ye do di onyankopon di amayen da be pa na weyi ayehu bi wo hose no ebi akoso Ghana da Gaddafi omo na ya kreti ayi se we nipa bonini na omo ayusu omo asrafo ma yekun se Libya omusu oko Congo the same thing esi onga yesa niema we ya enti ya ni intimate okwaje besia wo IMF a ni aka kire wo se scanner de ma wo no ye ne ebe kire wo de ese oye enti yen adwini etirim suku ya kasi amakoko akọ ne abrofo kasi am faso be na wozo enti yen ya yentime nwen na yentime anti kire yaman ere bia wojunu ma wonti ase Burkina Faso se abrantie waji din owiase ba bia enso enkrofo wo ono ankasa ni memu ho eno ompeso mu yisu no against se omo ebechi no enye we nku akoso se yan prince ebenin force ejato nyonko boyisem won na do de anunsuom na ekoso Burkina no ebetumi asi wo Ghana ha na ohwe ye maimu a ede pa na chese politicians omodo Ghana because bibini nya hu sika pudio we ya wo bag in mu a na dwen nyina say ne diska we nyina ma na wo disisa Burkina Faso nkoso a ekoso a bedima semba we yeriti wo ye adwenpa a wo se ukuta adwenpa nature e supporto nature se nature ji otumu a maka kiro se nature ji otumu on he by phone twin fa se nkan ahonhom twin for mo se nkan ensuo bi entimi nya because se nature ji otumu a asase su bibia ji watum ena ma dwenpa a wo nti na abrantie de oye enye Africa enye enwanwa na nsen ayi san krofo bi bowura ho ene no omo yire wo mo ane eso omo dwan ba Ghana border CB masa kukrus ka pudie we sei de koma asojafo a atwa no ho ahia no bi se monye na mo mpekwa ya mo be chi abrantie no enkosi da ben Ibrahim nyamin shraw pa nyamin shraw so ye bibini na bompa ye ma branti why wanya mfie say afi no okọ MC35 ya obaye no 32 na yenhwe wo mu a yenim yese amanyosem wo mu nim amanyosem ede wo mu anu no wo mu ka wo mu anu mfom enso omo adwen fomfom sa omo ni ye fomfom sa ye bompa ye se Ghana ebenyi obi a odo o my Ghana e de say Ibrahim na onye obi a se na kwambedi akọ onso obi aka Burkina na obebo na kwambedi akodi because edurumra o se ye jai amanyosem no ema ye manom. So, what buy baby? Why be? Now what brat nasi? Why? What brat nasi? More be ensom MPP ni NDC more bread. Yen person ya koso Burkina Faso bi besia o. Yen person bibi esi se Burkina na enkoso a koso horo ene ye hwe o Ghana ho. Nya adwem boni ne mo disika mo mfa nya de papa na ade saye nko a awudie ne chese awradi hu emobo Ibrahim nyame nche odin wachi nyansa ni nimdi a wo no nyame won nche odin da be ogidie se obi biara obetwintwa awanim no amena bi a ombebo no wo mo abetom amena ombebo no ombetom because he hayo se Burkina Faso hu ka omu nipa ne fakese na bedwane abagana ha ni ekoso wo Liberia fo bi betra se asese kura no ebi de wo ho afra wo nko ho biem sa ne epe no na yetianya mem na yanya nipa aye mamoko na wiakete omudi gu ani ade ne hai ye betimi aye why Africa eni ho a ewiase ni ho Africa ni ho a ewiase ni ho hwe Europe countries here omo ne hwe ena omo afa yense ye nkrofo a concert nko ani enimu yi enti omo bodwa no mam ye be concert a kire won afede ye ja concert ni yi afede ye ya dwen ehihye na yansu yatumi aka se de Nyankopon de ma ye no yatumi ahweso yi ya na me no me ni ho ase bia ka because so be yeku a ye wo mra ho homo ti ya chimo a momo modia mo nkyere ba bia ayi efre France for no hunu de omnye omo ho na muka se mo be free enko asa da bia muka se be free enko asa da bia se Burkina Faso Russia for so mo na Russia for no omo nam say you know na mo eba ntoko amon France for betumi ne Russia for e dey face so eye pa say Ibrahim odi ne nan asi for na all yes de o man ho beto bompaye na nya abrantie enso wo Ghana ha na o meye mrantesem na nkokura asem ne yemfengu baabi yema omo nko retreat anase ya retire omo na nya hwe se yebetumi de ekokromoti amma wo makotena se enye ntokwa nya timdidie nimo yebekire won se da bi afuno yen omo ne ya afuno yen se ne afuno Burkina Faso no Burkina Faso mra branti ye se on hand over o se dabi ye the 5 years ama yem pese ye betis ye beto abakura masankrofo we aba system no mu biem salary so what dey cause abranti we win ye wo mu e wo parliament no edu on no take decision omo mpene because majority ena wagunu wode mra omo amra no emrantie ne ye bibio wode omo amra no agu se MPs ni yensa nto abafo from omo she obiti one more say nana kwa mbidi akon oba woni MP bia na wo de montra ho onu no obeka o ma we abomu she de politicians ye wo parliament onu and even sitting kra no akoya asem NDC for sorry say womo and ye majority o makotena MPP for trabe and MPP for so say omo nkotena ho na sankrofo nyina ye di wo achi ye dede se ye koto aba ma womo wonso ada nyane kakra wai nyane na fi we abato no de se sawadwen koto aba ma MPP ni NDC mo mo ha ye otu aba ma na kwa mbedi akon a otu aba ma Ghana na se chense odo Ghana ni atosum yenu ne se o pensisan he ni atosum yensa unim nyansa na apostle se manto amano na udi matema na da bimini di watem no meso mo ebeto amana na kwa mbedi akon no o munim nyansa nti kotoma no ne enka won ka nyansa fo ho mo ene hwani tie obeti enka biem bye bye.